issue, no echo. I have leg marks with me. We have Midnight Moses, Cleetus Alreetus Alrightus. Hi guys, how are you doing? I know you have a record coming out pretty soon here, the 16th of February. And that's on a Euro label and on Reptilian Records, as I understand it. So I listened to it. It's great. It's noisy. It's
unclassifiable, is what it is. How's that? Yes.
Yeah,
especially in today's music landscape.
Right. It's very much you got to hear this type of
yes, absolutely
type of music.
We set the trends. We don't follow the trends. How's that? Ooh.
Yeah, that's exactly it. From the first song, which it's funky, but it's mean. You know how most funk music's like, yeah, let's go, let's party, but you guys are, yeah, let's party, but I'm gonna it's good.
We're mean, that's why. Ooh. No, we're not. We're just misunderstood. No, it's fun. I mean, the basis was, we initially, 8 years ago, it was, entrenched in the noise rock scene, but we all just felt that was such a limiting, genre of music. And it's just like, we love so much, wide ranging music from Funkadelic to Flipper to, Beefheart. So it's just like, why not just do whatever we want to do and not worry what anybody expects of us? So there's a lot of exploration. There's a lot of, having fun. I mean, right now we got another album coming out in a couple of weeks, and it's been positive. Yeah, I mean, it's good to see. But you listen to the music and you just say, where do you classify this? Where do you put it?
And how do you start to write it? Yeah, I mean,
it's like everything in your life. It's like what moves you. You know what I mean? So it's like you can't think of like what's happening today. You have to think about what's happening 6 months, a year, 2 years down the road. And it kind of falls into place, what I do with the venue. It's just like, I can't think of like what bands, used to be relevant versus what's happening today. I mean, you'll lose your mind trying to keep up with that. So you just kind of roll with the punches, but.
Right. And
it is fun making the music. I'll say it, like, we're insulated, I mean, we're insulated, and me and Doug pretty much are it that, do the music and the lyrics. So it's just like, it's fun. That's the bottom line, is having fun doing this. You know what I mean? So if it was drudgery and it wasn't any fun, why the heck would you do it? You know what I mean? So for real.
Well, yeah, we developed a crew of miscreants that are part of the thing now, and it's
sure.
Yeah,
it's a lot. It's a lot of fun that it touches on a lot of people. And I was having this discussion with Midnight Moses the other day. It's great to get the music in hands that peeps, understand it, instead of like someone saying, I don't like this because this isn't, today's hardcore or some kind of death metal vibe that's happening. It's just like that type of people just won't understand what we're doing. So it's great to get, touch on people that are like, wow, I see what you're trying to do.
Right. I mean, it's very much the, Butthole Surfers.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Love the Butthole Surfers, man. So yeah, there's that chaos, the just unpredictability. The samples are a big part of like a part of the music, that it's almost like a fifth, sixth member. You know what I mean? So it's fun to find these samples, and then obviously, like really think like, where can we place them in a song that actually drives the song, which is like what Butthole Surfers did back in the day. And it's just fun, what it is. And just like I said, I can't say, like, stage show is just, evolving into more chaotic and unpredictable realms of like an experience of a show, instead of just getting up there wearing the same clothes you wear during the day and just play these trite little 3-4 minute pop songs.
So you got like a theatrics going on with your live show.
Oh yeah.
Oh, okay. So it's awesome. That's, I mean, with the music, I mean, it's chaos, it's controlled, but it's good. And so you got a whole live show to front that.
Have you seen any of the live footage at all or anything?
No, I haven't seen any live footage. No.
Yeah, because we haven't.
Step right up.
It's pretty rare, but yeah, there's some good stuff out there. If you do dig in, you will see some live footage. Yeah.
All right. Well, check it out live. All right. So you hear it, like you got it. Not it's you have to see it and hear it. Like so.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah, actually, the show is kind of what we're like towards. So the album was kind of like just a vehicle to get to the live show, to be honest. But to get a band rolling, you have to start somewhere.
Okay, so I mean, I can see how that would. I mean, especially gentrify that third track there.
Gentrify My Skull.
Yeah,
and that lends itself to a lot of improvisation on stage. There's a lot of like letting the song, quote unquote, breathe, and having the ability to have like improvisational,
there's
aspects of it. Yeah.
Well, because who knows what can happen? You know what I mean? Someone might show up with Attack of Nitrous, so that's going to be a version.
Well, so are you guys going to be touring? Or you guys play? I mean, obviously you own a venue. Will you tell everyone what venue you own?
Kung Fu Necktie and in Philadelphia, and also a Neon Clown Dream Lounge, which is our cocktail bar, which is directly above the bar.
It's more
completely independent
lounge or whatever. Rather,
that's where I'm at right now. I'm upstairs in the lounge.
So, do you play at your own venue, or I mean, do you guys?
We have. I mean, it really is. We don't need to play here, but we played. I think 2 or 3 times here.
Yeah, the first
when we had the Bruce Bickford. We were involved with a Bruce Bickford re-imaging of a what was it? Garden. What was it called? Prometheus's Garden. And we supplied some soundtrack music for that. That was about a year plus ago. So we played some shows around that with White Hills.
Yeah. Bruce Bickford was the guy that did all the stop motion stuff for Zappa. It came out of the woodwork. They were rescoring his film, Prometheus's Garden, which is a classic. And they had so many great artists and bands on there. And we were lucky to get on there, to be honest, and it worked out pretty good, with our vibe.
Well, yeah, I can imagine. I mean, especially with Zappa. I mean, that could. That sounds like a perfect, harmony of ideas and minds coming together creatively.
Come on,
hey, Giddy.
Come on, Ralph. Yes.
So I guess after the record's release, what's next for you guys? I know it's coming out in a couple weeks here, and it's coming out in Europe and in the States.
Yeah. Well, we're working on an electro album right now, sample based.
Yeah.
Like early 80s stuff.
Yeah.
So, with the evolution of Black Mark's PLQ MRX, the first record, Come Get Some, was an evolution from a previous band. So we had to start somewhere to take it somewhere else. So if you listen to the first EP, you might be like, oh, this has some elements that are cool. It was kind of like in mind that we were like, well, we have to start somewhere to take it to where we want to go. We're opening the floodgate to basically be whatever. You never know what it's going to be, but it's going to have our stamp on it.
Okay. So
that's kind of an extension of like what I was saying, like the Butthole Surfers. It was just like the whole level of like the unpredictability from track to track of what they're going to do, and that's pretty much what we're looking to do. Is just like none of these songs sound similar, but there's still a thread that carries it through. So that's what we wanted to accomplish, not be pigeonholed into a certain sound.
Yeah, but you'll know by the Black Mark's humor. And there'll be a vibe that you'll be like, oh, I figure it was probably that.
Yep.
So Black Marks are going to evolve. It's going to be ever evolving. You don't know what you're going to get. And I feel like already on this album coming out, you already have, that's, you have your signature sound. You don't know if this is going to sound like Ministry in a second, or if it's going to go to a jam, and that's great because that keeps it fun. It keeps it entertaining, keeps you on your toes. So I think that's great. And
We have a tour lined up in September. We're going out with Dopethrone.
Oh, what?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Really? That's
We might be headed
A
out.
bunch of fun guys. Yes.
So we got some stuff lined up. I mean, we will be doing more, but it's just like even that to us was a big come up. So
wow. And that's in September?
yeah.
Yeah. Is it East Coast? Are you doing like
We're doing like what is it? Is it I think mostly West kind of stuff. We just hopped on for a little leg of the tour. They graciously offered us a spot. So you know, from starting where we are right now, it's like we have to draw in people interested in our chaos, you know? So it's not that easy in this day and age. So for a band that already has like a fan base to offer us a spot, I mean, that's a nice vehicle for us to spread our word, you know?
Oh, definitely. Especially Dopethrone. I mean, that's huge. That's awesome. Congratulations. So that will be sick in September. Again, if I think listening to the album is a very great example of like what you might expect, but who knows? You're right, but you know,
Coming up, I mean, like I said, it's just like they keep reference to the Butthole Surfers, but you know, the whole level of like Dadaist type approach to music, it's almost like anti-music, and it's like it's just based, you know, it's based on thoughts. It's not based on any kind of level of like, let's do a jam here, let's do this here. It's like some of it just comes out of just, you know, phrases or a quote or just something that we find humorous. And we just want to put it into some vehicle that's going to have the element of entertaining someone. So there's a lot of interesting stuff coming up that we're working on already, and we do have a lot of stuff that we're working on. So it's going to be very once the weather gets nice, because nobody's really motivated in this cold ass weather to do much.
it's terrible. Oof.
Dude, it's like 5 degrees here, so yeah, it's not.
Yeah.
You're not getting motivated to do much of anything in this kind of weather.
No. So you guys, there's going to be a release show coming up for the.
Well, we just did a couple of shows. We played with God Bullies here in Philly, and then we did a couple other shows in New York and Baltimore. There's not going to be an official release show because we're all tied up with other projects and stuff. But we're going to be doing more stuff.
Well, that's awesome. That's. I know you guys. It sounds like you have a whole bag of tricks lined up.
Yeah.
For everyone. Now, so you said primarily you guys are the ones who are writing the music, I guess.
Well, we started it together. I mean, Cleetus would just some riffs and stuff like that. This is his first band, so it's been nice to have a different kind of style of working, you know? So he's got a lot of ideas, so we just kind of take it from there. It's a different process, you know? But since then we have like landed some great people to play with us. So, you know, bands always evolve. I've seen it in my other bands, just kind of like, you know, someone shows their face, they show up a couple times, they start, you know, being interested, and then all of a sudden a whole nother world opens up, you know what I mean? But also in this day and age, I mean, hey, we'll do an electro album, sample-based material, and all of a sudden there might be a club night and it's Plaque Marks DJing, you know what I'm saying, our own music.
Yep.
Okay. I mean, I think that's great that, you know, you're not going to stop at, you know, well, we're just an organic band. We can only do that. You know, the fact that you're willing to put electro albums out under the name.
Yeah. And also it's just preservation, because it's like we're not young guys, and it's like everyone has such busy schedules that it can be maddening to deal with the availability of people. So we like to keep it fun, you know? And so we just want to be able to evolve, and, you know, you never know what Plaque Marks PLQ MRX is going to be. There's going to be members coming and going. And if there's people in place and they want to make a record and they're heavy hitters and they want to do that, we do that. You know, it's like, we're just going to do what we want when we can.
Kind of like the Melvins did for years with doing guest, you know, musicians and doing crazy noise soundtrack sounds. So it's just like you just want to keep evolving. You don't want to be stuck in place playing the same music.
We're not
Right.
And vibe.
doing it for kicks, so we want to have a
Yep.
good. You know what I mean?
Having fun is the first and foremost. You're not getting into this game expecting to have some level of success and some kind of monetary reward for this. It's just like, dude, just do it. It's fun. That's what I want to do, is have fun and document it.
It sounds like a great vehicle for art. It sounds like a great creative release musically, and the fact that it's all fun, the fact that you guys can tell you guys are having fun with this. You can tell this, what you're doing is, it's cool, what you want to be doing. You're doing exactly what you want to be doing. You're not trying to show up for anybody else except.
Nah, for real. And that's the whole thing. It's just like getting the music into the hands and the heads that really appreciate where this is going, and not worrying about, the quote unquote commerciality of the music. You just want to play music and get it out there and enjoy the vibe with other people that dig what you're doing. And, you go from there.
Well, I listened to it, the release, several times, start to finish. And it's very much like a stream of consciousness type of like, what is this crazy dream? And then you get wrapped in, and you're
That's the drugs kicking in. Yeah, baby.
Yeah, I mean, it takes you on a trip, and by the end,
Well, that's what you want. But you don't want to get bludgeoned over the head with somebody's position on whatever topics of the day. The lyrics are taking you someplace that you just kind of have to disconnect your head and say, like, what does this all mean? And just be like, it doesn't mean anything. Like you said, stream of consciousness, and just verbiage and wordplay that, lends itself to being creative and fun. I mean, it's just like, stuff you wouldn't expect in a 4-minute song.
Well, right. Well, it's the idea of, when you subscribe to something like, Frank Zappa, or like the Butthole Surfers, or like the Melvins, where you don't know where you could take it. It's what you want.
Well, that's being an iconoclast. I mean, it's just like you live, Midnight Moses and myself live in, our own little bubble in Philadelphia. I mean, sure, we venture forth into society at large, but a lot of it we look at with a, disparaging eye, and just say, like, we can do better than this. So yeah, but we're not full of ourselves to say ours is better than yours. Ours is just different than what yours is. And if you like it, great. And if you don't, have a great day, man. So not here to appease anybody, except ourselves. You know what I mean?
Well, that's great. I mean, congratulations. I mean, the record's coming out. You guys have set it up where you can go anywhere, but you're going everywhere.
Absolutely.
Anywhere. You're going up and up.
Wow.
Well, guys, do you have anything to add, or any shout outs? Or I know the record's coming out February 16th on Reptilian Records, and then in the UK on Totem Cat Records. Pre-orders, I believe the links will be on the website at noecho.net. Guys, anything you want to say or add?
Thanks for checking the album out and the interest, and look for a lot more stuff from PLQ MRX.
Yeah, I appreciate the connection, appreciate the hookup. Like I said, just enjoy the record, because there's, like I said, we're working on a lot of stuff. And these are just little introductory, little tasty little snacks to tie you up to the next release. But yes, appreciate the heads up and the love and the support. How's that?
Okay, well, thank you guys. You guys have an awesome weekend. Have a good one.
You too.
Thank you. You too. Appreciate it.
Peace.
Bye.